circumstances not under anybody's control. These things happen. And she'll be talking with us about Songkran and about that wonderful event as it maybe used to be and the wonderful event as it is today. So here is Miss Sarisa Damalanka. Welcome her, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarisa, represent Old Chiang Mai Cultural Center, and I'm very happy to be invited today. And I want to apologize in advance for my English, and this is probably my first time speaking in the public in English language. Okay. Today I have the honor of taking you to on a cultural journey to explore the Songkran festival and celebrate what happened in Chiang Mai. Okay, this is probably you guys familiar with this Songkran with the splashing of water and people gathering and a lot of fun things happen. This is the modern day, everyone know Songkran as water festival. But I was born in Japan and I moved here when I was 13. Because my father is Japanese and my mom is Thai. And a lot of time my mom are from very far away in villages in Thailand. And I see a bit quite different thing of people celebrate Songkran in outside the city, in the villages. And also myself, I study art history and the local history and culture from Chiang Mai University. And I will like tell a bit of story. It's maybe boring, but it's also, you can ask me the question later after this. This Songkran and the Songkran in my memory is quite different. Many people, many scholars believe that, many scholars and academics in Chiang Mai believe that Songkran may be from India, like the influence. Maybe start with the holy festival in India, with these spread colors. Personally, I think that might be 50% true, since they call us Indochina. Another 50% might be also influenced from China as well. But here the thing, agriculture in Southeast Asia happened for a long time, since people know how to calculate and know what is the lunar calendar is. They know what's day, month, and year. So Songkran, the word Songkran, in northern Thailand they call Songkran, which is referred to change or move from one to another. So it means like it's a change of the year, and it became a traditional new year here. So this is the 4 main day of Songkran festival, and you will see now like you see a lot of water, but it's actually in the traditional way of Songkran. There's just only a few water that relate to this. We have the day first is called Wan Songkran, which is the last day of the year. It's a big cleaning day and say goodbye to the old year. I will say this briefly and I will get into more detail in the next slide. And the second day is called Wan Now. They were cooking, preparing offerings for the new year. And the third day is Wan Payawan, which is the exactly new year. And the last day is Wan Pak Bi, which is the first day of the year. So nowadays the government designate the national holiday is 13 to 15. But in Chiang Mai, they have a new calculation from the astronomers, like local astronomers, that the new the Songkran period would be from 14, 15, 16, and 17. It's slightly different, but the national holiday is still the same, 13 to 15. So what do they do? And one Songkran long. So long here, I don't know how to do this, but okay, long. Here is mean floating or moving or go to another. And Songkran is, like I said, is theoretically is mean moving, is mean change also. But local people, especially Chiang Mai people, they believe is the change of the year is the person. They believe they have identity, like it's like a angel or deva or something. So they will today. What people do, they will do a big cleaning to welcome the new year. Some family might just bring so many clothes or blanket or bed sheet and go to the river and do a big cleaning there to cleanse all the bad thing from the old years and flow to the river. Some will clean their house, clean their hair with special herbs that will like cleanse the bad stuff and with the old year. So some family will make a loud sound at the midnight, like before 13 in the past, at the midnight to welcome the Songkran for the journey. So the Songkran is a person about to have a journey to the new year. So they will sometimes they will lighting the firecrackers or whatever, or sometimes shoot the guns to make a loud noise and to send the Songkran to the new year. And some family in Chiang Mai, they believe they are Songkran grandpa and grandma carrying stuff to go to the new year. Some family might go to the river and they will tell the kids like, we will wait to see the grandpa and grandma Songkran like carrying stuff and walk across the river to another side to go to New Year. So this is what they believe, but also, yes, it's not yet the New Year, the next day, but this is the last day of the year. So the second day, the next day after one Songkran is called one Nam. It's called the transit day. So people believe that this day is have a very weakest kind of luck. Yeah, because the Songkran is still in the transit, so it's still very weak. So what they do today, they will not speak a bad word or no swear, no fighting, no conflict. They will stay with yourself at the house and cooking and preparing. Family come together and preparing a special food for next day. They will go to the temple and make the merit and make the offerings to the monk and to the ancestry. Some family might cook a special dish that the family member who passed away, like the favorite dish, and they will go to the monk and offer that, and they wish that these dishes would go to them. The special meal is quite interesting. If you have been here long enough, you might have tried some of this. But as these three dishes, I have quite like in my memories that seeing my family member, my mom cooking, and when it's come to Songkran, it's all about that. I would think about food, some special dishes that the whole year and I've been eating before, and then my mom would make this, and she made it so good. The first one is called Gang Hang Le, or the Hang Le curry. It's a unique pork curry. It's like a slow cook, like a stew pork. But also in the ingredient they have ginger and a little bit of peanuts and pork belly, which is Thai people quite like it. It's not good for you, but it's delicious. And then they cook this. There's also influence from Burmese a little bit. The best one is from my mom's hometown, Lampang, which is not far away. So quite have Burmese community there in the past, and they got a lot of influence from this. And they think this is a special because it's made of meat, right? And they want to offer this to the monk or to the Buddha or to the ancestry. The next one, Honing Gai, is the steamed chicken. So maybe you have tried before. They would Thai people would put the meat or food in the banana leaf, and then they bake them or steam them. So this one will have a really special taste with a lot of herbs, chicken, and roasted raw rice, and then mix them and then steam them. This is very common in every house to cook this. And the last one, Khanom Chak. This is the dessert that have a lot of influence from Chinese for sure. But in the Chinese New Year, they also use this in the New Year, they also kind of making this food and wish to send this to the ancestry. So that's why I'm thinking maybe half of it is influenced by the Chinese culture as well with the Songkran. So we cook this dessert. The inside, sometimes they put the coconut or the bean, the mung bean in there. It's very yummy. I remember me and my mom would just try to my mom teach me how to do this and fold this and then put in the steamer and cook them. It's a very good one. I'm not sure we still can find it nowadays. Last year I tried to find, but it's quite difficult now. Yes. So this is 3 dishes that we prepare on the second day, the transit day. The third day, Payao one. You guys may see this. Anyone have seen this before in the temple if you visit? It's a lot of woods, stand, and the flag decoration. So the third day, Payao one, is the new year. Paya actually means Lord, and one is mean day. It's like the Lord of the day, the biggest day, the great day. So it's actually New Year. So today, Chiang Mai people will carry all those food that they create yesterday to the temple and make the offerings, make the merit to the monk and pray for the ancestry. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. I think on the one now, we're going to talk one part that we will move the sand to the temple as well, as kind of every life just relate to the river nearby. So, and they also believe before in the past, like every temple in northern Thailand, that we have a floor that made from sand, because they believe the temple is in the shape of the galaxy, and the sand is to represent Milky Way. It's like to enter the main building as a represent the galaxy, and the Buddha is staying there as in the highest in the heaven or whatever. But the sand is a thing that people carry from the river and bring them to the temple, kind of fulfill like the whole year that you have been walking in the temple, and sometimes you took out the sand and make it not look beautiful. So these days people carry all the sand and build pagoda in the temple. And then with the new year, they will start decorate the pagoda as well. Today people will wear beautiful traditional clothes, and you make yourself look very fine as possible and visit the temple. After the marriage, they would decorate the pagoda with a lot of flag, and I will talk about the flag later, but part of it is about for the good luck in life, and pray for the renewal of one's longevity in life. But it's also another tradition that they do. They will carry it's not small, but it's a wooden pillar to place under the Bodhi tree. So the Bodhi tree in Thailand mostly is from India. The original of the Bodhi tree came from India and with the Buddhism culture. So Bodhi trees represent Buddhism, represent the religion. And what they do when they place the wooden pillar under this, they'll kind of also it symbolizes that they continue the religion, the renewal, the Buddhism longevity as well. I rarely find this tradition nowadays, but I think it still do like a kind of big festival in Jomtong district, quite far away in the Doi Intanon, that area. They're still doing this wooden pin. It's called Mai Gamsi. Let's go to the next, the flag. You guys might have seen something like this decorate during Songkran festival, but actually not many people know like what does it mean. But whatever, it looks good, good photo, like, but you guys might not know. So the thing that they built the sand pagoda, also there's so many concepts behind. Like you fill up the sand in the temple also, but you build the pagoda in the way that your own family build this pagoda to pray to the Buddha or whatever. But also they will decorate it with the 3 different kind of flag, or in Chiang Mai they call tum, like a Buddhist banner. The first one is called tum sai mu. Sai mu is actually the pig intestine, but it represents the wealth and prosperity. It look like this one. I still know how to make it. It's quite simple. That every house will create it and cut them. Of course, this paper craft is definitely influenced by the Chinese. So this is the first one. The second one is called Pi Peng. Pi is mean year. Peng is mean animal. It's actually a Chinese zodiac that they decorate on this, from the rat ears to the pig ear. But in Chiang Mai, there's no pig. They use elephant instead. So when you say you're born in a pig year, but no, in Chiang Mai it was called elephant year. And the rest of the animal the same. So they will put it to renewal the longevity, the life as well. Like continue your life for another year by putting this zodiac flag to the sand pagoda. And the last one is called Tung Chai, is represent the success throughout the year. So this is the 3 main flag that they put there. So this upcoming Songkran, if you see some people selling that, so you know now like why they decorate this for. The last day of the festival. After yesterday, people busy meeting in the public, the community come together in the temple. Oh, I forgot to tell you a little bit, like on this 15, you will see this. They pouring the water to the Buddha, right? And the concept of cleansing. It is same with the first day that they clean themselves. Today, they will also clean the Buddha. And this is, I believe, how the water starts. Because after they cleanse the Buddha, they just turn to each other and cleanse each other as well in the temple. So in the community, young people come to the temple, they start pouring to each other, and became the festival that we see now. But how does that happen? I believe like 30, 40 years ago, the pumping system in Thailand is probably not good yet. So no one gonna waste the water like that. But right now, after we got this water system working, it will just start. So that, let's do it all day, and it's hot anyway. It's hot anyway, so let do it fun, and it became a water festival as you've seen today. So let's go to our last day. Today is called One Pak Pi. Pak is actually mean the gateway, the open, or it mean mouth as well. And Pi is mean year. This is the total meaning. The first day of the new year of the year. Today, it's a time that the family will come together. Like if you live far away, you will come to see your family these days, like a big meeting. I remember everyone, like my Thai grandma, have 9 kids, and everyone have their own children. So like everyone just come together like very big family and go to my grandma and give her this water. It's called Rot Nam Dam Hua to cleanse her hand and cleanse her hair, and she will bless us for the good things that happen in New Year and stuff like that. Some family will give her money, some family will give her food, and now it's a modern day, everyone can transfer. Sometimes they don't even come back to see the family, they just transfer and send a virtual, like a virtual cleansing like through the phone. That's what I heard from my mom, like some grandchild just did that to her. Yes, and also when they come this day, they would eat a special dish called gang kanum. It's a, I think, okay, sorry. It's a jackfruit soup. Because the word nun or kanun it means support in Thai. And yeah, it's synonymous with the support and prosperity. So people would eat this dish today to have a good support throughout the year. And basically it's a family. This is a very important day that everyone will like go anywhere. That's why the Thai government also make it a national holiday. And you will see like on Songkran Day, basically in Bangkok will like empty. There's no one at all because most of them are migrate from another province like Isan, because Isan also have the same culture there, the tradition of Songkran. Same in Cambodia, same in a little bit of northern Vietnam, like in Dien Bien Phu, and in Laos, and also in Myanmar, and especially in Chiang State. So yes, this is all today about Songkran Festival, and if you guys have any question about them, I try my best to answer with my limited vocabulary.
Thank you so much for this informative session. I'll wander around. Anybody has questions, don't be shy. We have time. Questions?
Thank you for a great presentation. I have a question regarding your heritage was Japanese.
Yes, my dad is Japanese, and my mom is.
So isn't there quite a similarity here between the Japanese New Year celebration and this Songkran in terms of food and many aspects?
Yes, actually we about to celebrate the cherry blossom festival. This is at a similar time, it's the start of the year in Japanese culture as well. People would come together, family gathering under the cherry blossom or sakura tree, and like eating, having food together. It would be kind of like a potluck or like the homemade cooking and sharing under the cherry blossom tree, which is pretty similar. That everything will start in April. Yes.
Other questions?
Thank you for a very good presentation. I was just interested earlier this year that the actual year starts in 1st of January, but there must have been a time when the Thai New Year was when the year actually began. Do you know much about when that transition occurred?
I think they follow the astronomy, which is Aries, is the first zodiac of the year, and follow the lunar calendar. It's quite different how they create the whole year, and they call it different. Like actually, in Loy Krathong or the Lantern Festival in November, they will call this the second month. And the first month is probably, I assume, is in October, which I not quite remember why, but they still call the November as the second month. So yeah, in November. But with the Songkran, I think it's about celebrating this specific Songkran as a person that change from one zodiac to another to the next zodiac and something like that. Yes. I'm not sure it's quite clear. Sorry.
Okay, that was my question. So New Year's is the Gregorian calendar,
Yes.
and then Tet is based on the lunar calendar, and then Songkran is lunar calendar also, or solar calendar? It's based, you're saying it's based on a sun sign, Aries?
Yes.
When we move into Aries, and that
Yes.
would make it a sun sign, wouldn't it? I don't know. And it was, that
Yes.
was my question.
It's related to the two calculation based on the sun sign, and even though the original, the calendar that they use is the lunar calendar, but with the sun calendar is actually from India. So I think that they have this mixed combination of both culture. Usually I also wonder, like, they call the first month as October, but they celebrate the new year in April. There might be a similarity to the holy festival that they celebrate the something before harvesting or before plantation, because next month in May they will start all the paddy field. It will start raining. In some culture, like in Isan or on northeast, they will this is a little bit crucial. They will put the cat in the cage and do a parade to ask for the rain in this season.
Yeah, when do they do that?
In April, like late April.
So that's as part of Songkran.
It's quite different from here, yes. But they might be a part of Songkran in some, because in Northeast they also have a different ethnic group that do a different tradition as well.
Put the cat in the cage.
Yeah.
Yes, they did not do that anymore. It's the animal crucial.
Is that the black
The black cat, yes.
So if you're black cat in Isan, it's not a good
It's
time to
bad.
be out. Okay.
Be a black
Thank
cat.
you, thank you.
Other questions for our speaker? I have a question.
Yes.
Do all the Watts in Chiang Mai have events celebrating Songkran?
Have
Do all the Watts,
temple?
do they all do Songkran festivities, festival, inside the Wat?
It's supposed to, but Chiang Mai have too many temples. That were like in the past, especially in the old city, because the old city was not like a common people living there before. It was only like a rich merchant or the royal family. So each one they will build their own temple. It's kind of like private church for them. So I believe the temple that built by the community, they will celebrate the Songkran because the community will support the temple. But the more like a rich temple will sometimes they not celebrate the New Year's.
Is there a temple or temples you would recommend that foreigners might go visit during Songkran?
I think Wat Chedi Luang in the city center, they're still doing that because it's the main temple of Chiang Mai now. But recently, I showed in the photo earlier what Mori Lo, that nearby the gas station on the north side, northwest side, it's called Mori Lo. Yes, they also rebuilt that temple again, and they celebrate Songkran. Good because it's nearby the moat, and many tourists go there.
Another question here?
Why is the Hawaiian shirt, the loud shirt, so popular for Songkran?
Oh, I really don't know. I think Songkran, as far as I remember, they will have a new fashion introduced every year. but the Hawaiian shirt is something else that probably represent the tropical joyfulness or something like that. And I think it's proper for the situation. Maybe because it's comfortable wearing them and it's easy to dry because it's a cotton, and that's probably a reason you get wet and the Hawaiian shirt is kind of quickly dry off.
Other questions? Okay, apparently no other questions. Job well done, Sarisa. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for sharing with us today. And next on the agenda